Love is but a song we sing, feels the way we die. You can make the mountains ring, or make the angels cry. Though the bird is on the wing, and you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now.
Good morning, everybody. This is like a 10-minute warning. We're going to be getting started here in just a few minutes, so you might want to scour out a seat, start getting prepared for some good times and celebrations. Please remember that we are at a public beach here, so they have some rules, and we try and be nice to everybody and obey all the rules. Pick up your trash, put it in the trash cans, and just be kind to everyone. Now we're going to get started here in about 10 minutes. So the countdown has begun.
Some may come and some may go, he will surely pay. When the one that left us here returns for us at last, we are but a moment's sunlight fading in the grass. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. If you hear the song I sing, you will understand. Listen. You hold the key to love and fear, all in your trembling hand. Just one key unlocks them both, it's there at your command. People now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another
Check, 1, 2, hey, 1. Okay. How's everybody doing this afternoon? I just got the thumbs up, so we're gonna get this show on the road, get started. After my eyes have seen the years and the slow parade of tears without trying. Now I want to understand. I have done all that I could to see the evil and the good without hiding. You must help me if you can. Now through my eyes, tell me what is wrong. Was I wise to leave them open for so long? As I have wandered through this world, as each moment has occurred, I've been waiting to awaken from this dream. My people go just where they will. I never noticed them until get this feeling that it's later than it seems. Down through my eyes, tell me what you see. I hear them cry. Just say if it's too late for me. Down through my eyes, they cannot see the sky. It's just a pride for having learned how not to cry. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Good morning, actually. Okay, I forgot my watch this morning. On behalf of the family and everyone, I would like to thank you all for joining us this morning. I'd also like to welcome those people that are joining us on the live stream. They couldn't be here in person. You are very much appreciated, and you're here with us. Today we come together to celebrate a life well lived with deep love, strength, laughter, and generosity. A life that touched each and every one of us in lasting and beautiful ways. That's the life of Lori and Rutherford Carswire. For those of you who might not know me, I am Mike. I'm Lori's older brother. Let me give you a brief rundown of what today's events are going to be. We're going to start out, we have two speakers for you. First will be Danny, Lori's younger brother, and after that we'll have Danielle, who is Lori's oldest daughter. After we have those speakers, we're going to have a little time for reflections and memories. So any of you that have any special memories or short story that you want to share about Lori, we actually have a little sheet up here where Danielle's standing. Evan's got the sheet back there. You see Evan and get your name on a sheet, and you can share a couple of memories. We have a really short time limit because we're only here for a little while. But if you can keep it short to 2 minutes, and Evan will make that happen for you. We also have a few letters that people have sent in that couldn't be here. And Danielle is going to share those with you. We did have a short video presentation, but I'm not sure if we're going to make that happen or not. We're going to try. If it doesn't, then we'll have the video presentation available over here on the computer monitor, so you can stop in and check it out at your leisure. Unfortunately, Mother Nature and the equipment available just doesn't want to cooperate as far as being visible on the screen there.
Well, unfortunately,
But the good part, the good and the bad. The bad part, the video won't work, but the good part is we have perfect weather. It couldn't get any better. I'm sure that Lori's up there somewhere going, okay, they're talking about me down there, so the weather better be damn good today. And I think that's happening. Then to wrap it all up, we're going to have a few closing words from Danny's brother. But wait, there's more. That's not the end. After that, we're going to have live music. We have a fantastic band up here. I'm going to let them introduce themselves because I'll mispronounce something and then I'll be in trouble with the union. And we can't have that. But we got a live band, we got food, we drinks, we got lots of time to share memories, and socialize with each other, and share stories about Lori and what kind of legacy is she left behind. I mean, she left us much too soon. So I'm about done talking. I don't know if I can talk anymore. So right now, I'd like to introduce our first speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, Danny Rutherford, the one, the only.
Now we'll find somebody who does talk a lot.
Oh, you wanted to see it?
Age appropriate. First off, thank you so much, everybody. I was asked by, surprisingly enough, Lori and the family to speak on behalf of both the Rutherford family and the immediate Carson-Meyer family with Lori. Way back when our mother passed away, everybody was sort of caught up in their emotions and couldn't really find the breath to speak. So I kind of took all of their breath in, and I'm going to speak for them today as well. So, all that being said, understand that I have interviewed, or I had Danny actually interview, my brothers and sisters and some of the family to kind of get their touchstones. So the stories I'm going to tell are their stories. And boy howdy, you're going to learn a lot about Lori in this. All that being said, I want to actually start by addressing the debate about magic being real. As you can see from the displays behind you, you noted that Lori had a very big fascination with the Harry Potter series. And most people think, oh, magic's just fiction, you know, it's stories, it's kids' stories and jokes and things like that. It's not real. Magic isn't real. I think by the end of these stories, you're going to learn magic's probably real. I'll start on November 13th, 1962. Lori Ann Rutherford came into being, sharing the exact same birthday as my father and our sister Gail. So, I don't know, it's It's kind of a pretty big birthday present for somebody to get. And I'm sure my sister Gail was pretty envious about the fact that she had a shared birthday. I'm sure my dad was like, what am I going to do with this? Lori was kind of a force to be reckoned with. She had green eyes and fire engine red hair. And it was hair that grew like a weed. So, that being said, never happened in the family. She had a freckled face. That freckled face would actually earn her the nickname from our father, Buckshot. Why? Because it looked like she'd been hit in the face with buckshot. But she had a spark that was something very, very unique and something very magical. By the age of 8, our precocious sister Lori had already started appearing in television commercials, and actually her first appearance was made in a Purina dog commercial, where she actually introduced puppy chow. Mike and I tried for months to try and find the footage just to prove to ourselves that this really happened. She served a puppy food birthday cake. That was her start in this whole exciting world of television and film. She later earned, around the age of 9, a role in the series Gunsmoke. For those of you who may remember, back in the 70s, Gunsmoke was one of the infamous westerns that they were showing on television at the time, along with Bonanza and everything else. And Lori was part of that cast and crew. Gunsmoke went for a couple of seasons with Lori, and then she got offered probably one of the biggest roles of her life. She was asked to play the daughter of Andy Griffith. She was in the new Andy Griffith show, and she played, ironically, Lori, Andy Griffith's daughter, along with Leanne Merriweather as her mom. Now, Lori was obviously a force to be reckoned with and quite the vision. This show went on for only one season because apparently they felt like Andy Griffith shouldn't have an alternate lifestyle, I guess. But in that time and in those series, Lori got probably the most unique opportunity she ever received. And that was to perform live with Glenn Campbell. She was asked on the show to sing with Glenn the song that, let's see, that was Jimmy Rogers' tune. It was called My Little Lady, Sadie Brown. In the episode, Andy had hired the wrong Glenn Campbell. They hired the one with 2 N's. And Lori went there to ask Glenn if he wouldn't mind coming to their event so that that everybody could see it, because they promised that Glenn Campbell would perform for her. And then Glenn couldn't make it. So in turn, Lori taught Glenn how to sing the song, Sadie Brown. This footage does in fact exist. So, that being said, Lori was on her way. She got cast in a show called Easter Promise. Now, this was also in the mid-70s. It appeared on television. It was part of a television series. And not a lot of people had heard of it. I had to look it up. But she also played the part of Lindsay on that. And she was spectacular. All of her roles had kind of led her to a pretty budding television career. The producers of the show Happy Days actually went to Lori and asked her if she would be interested in portraying the role of Joni. Surprisingly enough, she was more than interested. They got ready to cast it out and finish out the show. Lori was the perfect fit. She looked exactly like Ron Howard. Same height practically, red hair, freckles, perfect. Then the producers decided, yeah, we think we want a girl who looks more like Tom Bosley. So they went with Erin Moran, who had dark hair and dark eyes. So Lori didn't really make the cut. But that didn't stop her either, because Lori went on to portray JoJo Mayberry in the 1977 Walt Disney feature, Freaky Friday, alongside Oscar winner Jodie Foster. And when I say alongside Jodie Foster, I mean she towered over Jodie Foster. If you watch the film, it's on Disney Plus, you can find it. Lori, in her magnificent presence, is there towering over Jodie Foster and scolding her about her ridiculous situation. And Laurie's face is unmistakable. And I guarantee you, each and every one of you has seen the expressions that Laurie gives in this particular feature. I personally have been on the receiving end of that face that's like, I think she taught it to me. I'm almost confident of it. Because more often than not, when I'm like, hey, guess what we're gonna, she's like, sure. But Hollywood wasn't really for Laurie. After that feature film, she had a little bit of trouble finding parts. Mostly because in Hollywood, it's kind of hard to cast somebody that's almost 6 foot tall with fire engine red hair. Go figure. Yeah, it's true. So Laurie would move away from Hollywood, but she still had a lot of other things that she wanted to get involved with. Believe it or not, in high school, Laurie joined a cult. No joke. It was a cult called the Xenophians that she developed. They were called the Xenophians because they were the Planetary Peopleoids Plateau Association, and they all went meep, meep. The only reason I know this is she painted it on my bedroom wall, along with a really cool Van Halen logo on the opposite side, because Laurie had the most ridiculous sense of humor I've ever seen in my life. But I assure you, the Xenophians didn't last very long. From there, Laurie really couldn't sit still. She was always looking for greater challenges. And obviously Hollywood wasn't working out for her. Being at home, she was just kind of getting itchy. She didn't really want to hang out and do all the regular things. So she decided she would join the US Navy. So Laurie joined the Navy. She wanted to follow in our father's footsteps. He was in Korea in the Navy. So she thought, okay, I think I can do this. Not a problem. Yeah, it was kind of a problem. Almost every day, Laurie wrote home to my mother saying basic training was killing her. She couldn't stand it. She just wanted to come home. She was like, what have I done? I can't believe I've done this. But of course, Laurie being Laurie, wasn't going to give up. And she didn't. She stayed with it 100%. She became an actual professional cook in the Navy. So I don't know what's more magical, being in the Navy or serving hundreds of thousands of servicemen and women every day to make sure that they're properly fed. That's pretty magical. So Laurie in her naval career did her thing. She was having a, pretty great time and got pregnant. She was having a great time. But Laurie came home, went to San Francisco, was based out of San Francisco while still pregnant and serving, and gave birth to one Danielle. Laurie taught Danielle all of Laurie's little stunts and tricks, rest assured. I'm sure all of you have encountered it to one point or another.
Sorry about that.
But Laurie pressed on as a single mom and finished out her terms in service in the Navy and tried to settle down, find her way in things. And she did it with grace, style, flair, like she does everything. It was pretty magical to be a single mother at the time. But one thing she did do was she turned my mom into a fire-breathing grandmother. My mom was berserk about being her grandmother because Danny was the first grandchild. So needless to say, spoiled rotten.
No.
But only by my grandmother. Laurie wouldn't have it. Laurie's like, what are you doing? Don't do that. You can't do that. It's true. Now, I mentioned Gail's green eyes, or Laurie's green eyes. Danny tells me that when Laurie ever got angry, her eyes turned purple.
Oh, yeah.
So I always imagine Laurie going, get out of there, you don't belong there. And her eyes would turn like purple. I've been on the receiving end of Laurie's flair too, so I know exactly what she's talking about. So, enter Danny into this picture. 5 years into that tale. one fateful blind date occurred when Lori met and was introduced to a giant of a man from Tahoe. He was a 6-foot-tall builder, and his name was Steve. And if you can believe it, a blind date. Now, this is probably the first date Lori's ever been on where she could actually look her date in the eye. They went on a date at the 94th Aero Squadron in Van Nuys at the Van Nuys Airport. I don't know if anybody's ever been there before, but it's sort of a burned out old bunker where old airplanes used to fly through, and airplanes would shoot back and forth. So obviously Steve was trying to make a very favorable impression on Lori by taking her to look at planes. They had a wonderful dinner and they hit it off very, very well. And I think they were pretty crazy about each other. Lori had been dating a rich doctor before she met Steve. Now, obviously we know, rich doctors, big money, Lori could have gone 6 ways from Sunday. But, you know, Steve was kind of ambitious, and he felt like, well, Lori's not gonna choose me over some rich doctor. I don't have a shot. But it didn't stop Steve. Steve wasn't gonna give up, not one bit. Come to find out that Lori was really tired of dating. And believe me, Lori, when she doesn't like to do something, she's not gonna do it. And she was pretty terribly in love with Steve. So,
Not at all.
yeah. Lori wasn't really interested in money. She was interested in somebody that she loved and somebody that she knew she could go on adventures with. And as we all know, Steve's pretty adventuresome. So we know where that story's gonna go. And boy, howdy did it go. They spent a lot of time together. They dated, they got to know each other, they went everywhere. They had such a wonderful time. Just bonded, grew together. They proved that their love was something incredibly magical. And Steve wasn't really gonna let somebody like Lori go. And they just kept at it. And they kept at it.
36 years.
Oh, but before that, they had a baby. Now, before that 36-year clock started ticking, Lori got pregnant. Well, Lori, being Lori, was like, you know what? No, you don't have to be involved in this. I'm fine. I've done it before. I've been a single mom. Steve's like, oh, no. I'm in it to win it. 100%. We're going to have this baby, and we're going to be together, and I want to marry you. And Lori said, you need the permission of my 5-year-old daughter. If she says yes, then I guess it's okay. Then you have to ask my mom. So once you get that permission, I guess we can get married. So Steve, being Steve, went to 5-year-old Danny and asked her permission. Well, Danny being Danny, a sassy little 5-year-old, she's like, yeah, you can marry my mom. That's cool. So they rushed off to Vegas and they got married. And that's when the clock started ticking for 36 years. Lori was a gorgeous bride. And if you look at the photos that have been presented, you'll see the photo of Lori as this tremendous bride standing next to her towering man, Steve. Lori was thrilled. Lori was in love. And so was Steve. Both of them were just electrified by this particular event. And it was pretty magical as well. Now, from this union came an even greater aspiration, and that was Aubrey. Aubrey being the product of this particular union, Now, take for a second Steve's free will, adventuresome attitude, personality, and take Lori's ambitious wherewithal, power, strength, and focus, and squeeze it into one kid, and you've got Aubrey.
That's a fact.
A force to be reckoned with, even at the youngest ages. Aubrey was just a spitfire, so make no mistake about it. Once Aubrey brought into the picture, they were pretty much set. They were a family. Both of them, all of them, with their own sass, all of them with their own sense of adventure and thrill. So, that brings me to all of our characters in play, all of our magic. When Aubrey was in the 5th grade, she was tasked with reading the Harry Potter series. Well, actually, one of the first Harry Potter books. I don't think they were going to run her through all of them. However, Lori caught wind of this and she wasn't going to let it just slide, and bought her the entire series. And by howdy, she was going to make sure that she read all of it. Aubrey wasn't exactly the strongest reader at the time. And Lori decided, well, rather than just letting you give up, they got together and they read every single book together. This was their way of connecting. This is where their way of bonding. They found a connection, not only in the stories, but in sharing and learning. Lori helped Aubrey to read, and Aubrey helped Lori to go on an adventure and find new magic and find new places and new worlds. This was a tremendous bond, and this was something pretty magical. Lori and Aubrey would definitely bond over these kind of things for ages. Aubrey would teach Lori new things, Lori would teach Aubrey new things. And that's how you grow, and that's how the magic gets bigger. But it only made them all stronger as a family. And these types of magical things weren't lost on their firstborn as well. Lori and Danny bonded over almost everything as well. And because Lori and Danny started out as a solo act, before Steve and before anybody else, they had a head start on what would make them special and what would make them unique and strong together. And they bonded over music. They loved music. And Lori was perpetual about playing all the music she possibly could in the house. Not to mention making her watch all of her favorite musicals like Grease and the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Now, put that in perspective for a second. You know, your young daughter, hey, 8 years old, let's watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show. You say damn it, I say Janet, okay? But that was Lori. Lori was like, I'm not gonna put up any filters, she can see this, it's fine. We saw how that turned out.
I'm fine.
But Lori and Danny would also go on road trips. And when they went on road trips, the stereo went to full blast. And these two would go at it as the two high-priced vocalists of every single song that played in the car. Now, you may have heard of carpool karaoke. That was them. It got stolen, somebody made a fortune off of it, but those two were the two. They would sing everything from Michael Jackson to Jackson Brown to the Doobie Brothers. You know, if there was a band with 8 people in it, they played every single note and every single voice. They even did hip hop. Now, can anybody here imagine Lori busting a rhyme?
Run EMC.
All right, stop, collaborate, listen. Lori's back with a brand new invention, something that grabbed a hold of her tightly, flew like a harpoon daily and nightly. Would it ever stop? You know, I don't know. Turn off the lights, she'll glow. Yeah, that was Lori. I always wanted to see her beatbox or something, but that's beside the point. But that's how Lori and Danny bonded. They were perpetually singing together, and whenever music was on, their voices were on as well. And if you were in the house and you weren't singing along, you were being lively entertained by them. These countless road trips were how Lori and Danny stayed together and how they
Hey,
connected.
don't forget about me.
I've forgotten about you already. And you? And Casey.
Don't forget about me.
You were in the back seat every single
Don't
time that I
forget
saw
about
you.
Aubrey.
We got it.
Don't forget about Aubrey and Casey.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't need to sit down.
Okay.
So, that being said, all of them bonded together. And I guess you can't really talk about music without talking about my brother Michael. Our brother Michael was the one in the house that could grab any instrument and play it without thought, lesson, or process. And Michael became Lori's favorite rock star. Lori and Mike had a very tight bond. Whenever Mike would travel, Lori would try to go with him or try to be with him at any particular point. When they couldn't be together, Mike will call Lori on these long road trips and they would talk for hours, regaling everything that Michael was doing, and Michael with his salty sense of humor, which you've seen and witnessed, they would just laugh together, and that's how they connected all the time. But Lori was Mike's biggest fan. She would go to every single gig that she could go to with Mike, and Mike was always there to entertain her whenever she asked. Mike would even introduce Lori to some of his favorite rock and roll stars that he was working with at the time. If you look at the table, you'll actually see Lori with one of her favorite rock and roll heroes, Eddie Money. But in Lori, Mike was her favorite rock and roll star. She could meet 100 different rock stars, but they would never match Mike. Then there's our brother Jay. Now, our brother Jay, when we were growing up, believe it or not, we actually owned horses. We had 2 horses, one pony and one larger Shetland, I think it was a Shetland. And their names were Pepper and Smokey. Well, Jay would ride the pony, Pepper, and Lori would ride Smokey. And Lori used to actually do barrel racing on this horse. And Jay would watch her barrel race as her hair flowed through the wind, fire engine red hair. She's riding on this stallion. I mean, honestly, I think there's portraits that are painted and things like this. And I would be remiss if I didn't actually mention that Lori gave Jay the inspiration to start really focusing on animals. And that focus allowed Jay to start pursuing a career working with animals and treating animals. And it was because of Lori's encouragement that Jay perpetually shot for this. And that was kind of Lori. She was always about, you can do anything you want to do. Watch. And I'll be there right there with you every single time. But I also wouldn't be remiss if I didn't mention that Lori's life was full of a little bit of mischief when it came to Jay. One infamous Christmas, Lori and Jay got up a little earlier than Mom and Dad, and Santa had come and brought them both bicycles. Well, Lori and Jay, being as precocious as they were, grabbed the bicycles, hopped on them, and took off. They went around the neighborhood riding their bikes, having a great old time, and they just didn't think anything of it. But they got home, got around the corner, and Mom and Dad were standing in the driveway waiting for them. Needless to say, the 2 bicycle duo were grounded for 2 weeks. I don't think they ever got the bicycles back. But that was Lori. Lori loved mischief. Lori loved chaos. Lori loved laughter. And I think way down deep inside, Lori loved to get other people in trouble. So, just to say, Lori is one of the greatest examples of someone who had a magical life. A life that was consistent and full of adventure. A life of true force. A life of true nature. She left a heart stamp on everyone she ever met. If you met her, you were instantly a friend of hers. I can't count the times that we would go places and she would just walk up to a perfect stranger, introduce herself, and say, "Hi, I'm Lori. Who are you?" Instant friend. I mean, practically in most cases, they wound up at dinner the next night. She never had an unkind word for anyone that she ever encountered. She was always full of positive and reinforcing spirit. She always gave people the encouragement that they wanted and needed to fulfill whatever it was that they wanted to do. You can look back on Lori's life and say, wow, she was in movies, she was in TV, she was in the Navy, she did all these amazing things. But when you talk to Lori, all you got was humble. It wasn't about her, it was about you. So when you said, oh my God, Lori, you were in a movie? She's like, yes, but you know what? You did this. You know what's amazing about you is this. Lori always found the positive in others, far beyond the positive in herself. She became a mother figure to not only her own children, but her children's friends and her other loved ones. Everybody was family to Lori. And as I can see here today, that family is here. And she made this family. I don't know how much more magic you could ask for than someone who can take perfect strangers throughout generations and make them one family. Lori did this. Lori was really, really good at this. Shockingly good at this. She brought love, security, and support. She knew just how to take care of people and make them feel like they belonged. She loved everyone, as she would say, like sunshine and oxygen. Make no mistake. You were invited to her cabin, and you were always welcome. And because of the U.S. Navy, you were always fed.
Oh yeah?
And because of her daughters, you were always encouraged. And because of her husband, you were always protected. This was the kind of love that Lori generated. Which brings me back to the original topic of magic being real. As you know, Lori read the Harry Potter stories, as did Aubrey. So Aubrey had become an expert, and Lori became even more of an expert. Lori actually became an obsessive expert. Choosing her own house, I have a feeling she had her own wizard name. She was pretty convincingly locked into these stories. She was a Gryffindor, all right. As Slytherin, I know. And boy howdy did Lori and I fight over that on a regular basis. She actually threw a sorting hat at me once. True story. Anyway, but that kind of magic that was created, and Lori embraced that world, and she believed in that world because she was convinced that there was true magic in the world. And that magic was the magic of bringing people together through love, through strength, and through energy. Now, part of the Harry Potter story, there's an element, it's a spiritual element, and it's called the Patronus. In the Potter lore, the Patronus is kind of an anti-Dementor, a guardian that acts as a shield between evil and you, and tries to prevent harm from coming to anyone. It's also kind of a positive force. It brings the strength and energy that encourages you to move forward and brings strength and energy. The Patronus is summoned by a spell, called out by the one it needs it most. And when it's done, the guardian would appear in a spiritual form to protect its summoner. Lori is a Patronus. She always looks out for others. She always tries to shield them from harm. She was always such an incredible positive force. That was clear because you could always feel her and smile when she entered a room. You laughed when she laughed. And believe me, when she laughed, it was infectious. I mean, I'm sure I got my laugh from her because it was just this kind of a twittery, sparkling giggle, but I can't replicate it, thank God. But it was clear that everyone felt safe, and everyone felt welcome, and everyone felt loved whenever they were in Lori's presence. And the reason why I know Lori was a Patronus is because whenever I think of her, I feel warm, I feel safe, and I feel loved and protected. If you ever needed to feel that sense of warmth and protection, you just need to know the spell to summon her. The spell comes from the Latin words expecto, meaning I'm ready and waiting, and Patronus, meaning mighty protector. The spell is expecto patronum. You don't need a wand, but I thought I'd use Lori's favorite wand. Just to make sure it works. This particular wand is actually the property of Dumbledore, which was the most powerful wizard in all of the Harry Potter lore. But now, the most powerful wizard owned this wand. And that's our Patronus. So, what I'd like you all to do is put a thought of Lori in your mind. And close your eyes if you like. Take a minute, just 1 minute, and find a moment that you and Lori shared, where you and Lori connected. If it was the first time you met and she put her hand out and she welcomed you. If it was the first time she made you a meal. If it was the first time she ever asked you, are you okay? If it was the first time that she just sat there smiling and listening to you. Because one thing Lori always did was she listened and never waited for her turn to speak. Find that moment and grab it and hold on to it for just this 1 minute for me. Expecto Patronum. Now, if you feel warm, if you feel loved, and you feel that safe, true sense of shielding and strength, you have summoned the Patronus known as Lori Ann Rutherford Carsomeyer. Feels pretty neat, doesn't it? I think so. Magic is real. And Lori is magic. And I miss her. And I love her. And I know all of you do too. Thank you. And I forgot my glasses.
Oh my, I guess it's my turn now. How do you follow that? I'm in trouble. Thank you so much. No, they're not going to help me at all. I spilled water on my paper. I'm in trouble. Not good. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Give me a second. I'll be ready, I swear. Oh, I'm so happy to see you all. You are all so beautiful, and I love you, and... okay.
We love you too.
Thank you. So glad you guys are here. I want to say thank you from my dad and from my sister, from all of us. Looking around, I see my mom. I see my mother reflected in the diversity of all the people who are gathered here today with us. Each of you represents a unique facet of who my mother was. My mom had a really incredible gift, it's true, of building, nurturing, and long relationships with a lot of really unique, special and different people. She carried so many people in her heart, and I know that you guys are all here because of her. She cared so deeply for all of you, and especially her close family, her brothers and her sisters who are here, her half-siblings, her parents, her extended family, and their children and their grandchildren. But to my mother, family was never really about blood. Family was about connection. It was about the care that you shared with others, the time that you spent. My mom was so much more than just my parent. She was my very first friend and my very best friend. With her, I could always just be myself. Without the fear of judgment. She had a special way of making me feel safe and comfortable. I could always share anything with her, and she would listen. Her advice helped me so much through everything that I was facing. Sorry guys, it's gonna take me a second.
You're good.
You got plenty.
You're solid.
My mom was always honest with me, even when she thought I was wrong. She never made me feel ashamed. Instead, she always encouraged me to grow, to learn, to keep going, to keep trying. She was my go-to person. And when I look around, I see all of you. And I heard so many stories about her being your go-to person. She reminded me that I could do anything I set my mind to. She believed in me so much, and it gave me the strength to believe in myself. I'm not nearly as eloquent as he's my namesake, but that doesn't really give me, all that power.
Perfect.
Mom's passion for helping others was truly inspiring. She had an incredible ability to sense how other people were feeling. Her empathy was endless, and when you were with her, you felt like you were the most important person in the room. Not just because you felt that way, but because you were. She often put her own needs aside to support others. She had a way of asking you how you were that made you want to open up to her. It's no surprise that so many people have told me how much her friendship meant to them, that she was a safe place for them to go. And she was their go-to person also. My mom was always making other people happy, often putting their comfort before her own. As an example, I want to tell you a story. The story's gonna probably be a little easier to say, I hope. Yeah, maybe not. I'll never forget my mom's famous turkey noodle soup. During COVID, we weren't able to have the holidays together. And to my mother, the holidays were the most important thing in the world. All of us just came together. It was important to be at home. So many of you have joined us for so many holidays, and that's so special to everyone. Well, during COVID, I couldn't be there, so I had to make a turkey at my own house. And I decided that I was gonna put some love in and make turkey noodle soup. It's a 2-day process. My mom used to boil down all the bones, clean everything, and slow cook all the veggies and make the stock. I was so excited to do this labor of love, and I brought it over to her, brought it to the house. When I offered it to her, she said, I'll save it for when your dad gets home. And I said, come on, you gotta have some. I spent 2 days making it. It's delicious. I worked really hard. This is organic vegetables, Mom. You need to eat this. She said, well, I kind of have a confession to make. I don't like soup. I especially don't like turkey noodle soup. Sweetheart, I love you so much, but I've never liked this soup. When you guys were younger, we had to feed a lot of people. We had all these leftovers. What was I gonna do with them? So I made it. I put it in the crock pot, and you and your dad and sister loved it so much and raved about it, so I just make it every year because you guys like it. She did end up having some with my dad, but she didn't like it. That's how my mom was. She was always offering comfort to others, even if it meant it was something she didn't enjoy. Just to see us smile, just to make us happy. Though my mother only lived 62 years, she impacted so many different people from different walks of life. She had a deep connection to the people who she served with in the military and an immense respect for our veterans. She believed that veterans are the true heroes of our country. My mom never passed up a chance to express her gratitude to them. She would walk across the store when she saw somebody in uniform just to say thank you, because that was the person that she was. She carried that connection to the community in her soul deeply. She also created unique connections through something really special that you all know about, her cabins. What began as an idea with her brother Jay to imagine a shared mental space where they could connect with people became a powerful and healing experience for so many others. She called it the cabin, a place to meet those who were far away, a time to connect with loved ones who may be past, a place that you could find and rest your head at the end of the day. When I think about her cabins, I know that she'll always be there waiting for us. The space, born from imagination and love, grew into a big community, a place where people felt safe, seen, and loved. That was my mom's magic, turning an idea into a sanctuary. Through all of this, my mom lifted others up. She loved deeply, cared genuinely, and gave freely of her time and her heart. Her legacy lives on in us all. Especially in the communities she nurtured, the friendships, the people she supported, and the family that she loved so fiercely. As we carry her memory forward, let us do it with love. Let us be our best selves in our relationships. Let us set aside our judgment and reach out with open hands to others, knowing that when we do so, we bring light, not just to them, but to ourselves. Every time we offer a kindness, an empathy, or a comfort, we continue my mom's legacy. I'm not going to make it through that. mom wanted this to be a happy occasion, so I apologize. I'm doing my best to be happy, I promise.
These are happy tears.
They're very happy tears. There's one last thing that I did want to try to share, so I'm gonna try. When I was little, my grandmother and my mother would come and say a prayer with me every day. And I hadn't said this prayer for a lot of years. And even my sister didn't even remember this prayer, so until I brought it up. I'm gonna try to get through it. It's very short, but we're gonna see if I can say it out loud. Here we go. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. And if I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. God, please bless my mother. Please hold her. Treat her with extra care. Her heart was so filled with kindness and joy. She is missed so much by us here. I know that she is with me. She's with me today. When I see the sunshine, when the sun shines on my skin, when I breathe the clean, fresh air in this place we've shared, this place we call home, I hope she can run free in the fields and fly on the wind until the day that I meet her again. I know she'll be at my cabin. I love you all so much, and I thank you so much for taking the time to be here for my mother and for the family. We really, really appreciate it so much.
Danielle, that was badass.
I'm here. Thank you. All right. I think there might be a list of people that also wanted to speak. I wish you very good luck.
Hey, you ruined it.
I apologize.
Annie, no apology necessary. I know that she wanted it to be happy, but she wanted it to be loving.
You did. Thank you.
What you've just done in the manner in which you've done is very lovely.
All right. We have, where's the last member of this? The man with the microphone.
Where's the mic with the microphone?
Oh, there's the. Excuse me, Michael. Michael to the stage.
Don't let him anywhere near it.
Man with the mic, where are you? Thank you.
Hey, hey. Okay.
Evan has the list.
Evan, do you have the list?
Thank you.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Evan.
All right. There's only just a couple, so we'll go in order. You want to go first? Okay, no, not you. You're not on the list. You ain't on the list. There you go.
Also for you.
Hello, my name is Delia. I met her like 30 years ago. And I was her neighbor, and I was going to beauty college. And that's how I did it. I went to beauty college, and she gave me a job working with her, with Arnold's, Elena and Tom Arnold. I worked with her. She's a housekeeper, and I helped out there with her. And Then I was going to beauty school during the day and working on my spare time. And then I go hang out with her. Before we start working together, we watch Jerry Springer together. And we had a great time, and she made me spaghetti. That was my favorite. And I cut her hair in the kitchen. But we had a deal. She cooked for me and I cut her hair. Every time. And then we hang out till her husband came home. Before they came home, like 4 o'clock, I went back to the house and clean up and make sure everything was good. But we did that every day. And then one day I said, Lori, I think we should get a job. We're watching reruns now. We're watching the same thing. She goes, oh yeah, we already watched that one. And then we always got ready because we watched the previews for her the next day, and I go over there and hang out with her, and she always gave me a Pepsi, and I always drink the Pepsi with her, and had a bologna sandwich. That was my favorite. She cooked me the best sandwiches. But anyway, she's gonna be missed, and she's always gonna be in my heart, and I love her very much. Thank you.
It's tough going first. You want to go second? You want to be in your seat? I can bring it to you. You don't have to walk up here. I know, you're fine.
I just don't have boobs. No more flotation devices. Hello everyone. I am an adopted child of Lori. Not legally, but that's fine.
Talk right into it.
I met her in high school, freshman year. I was drawn to her daughter, Apu, Aubrey, and she brought me to her house. First impression I had of her was, oh, you're a cheerleader. And I was like, no, I'm quite the opposite of cheerleader. Do you see my clothing? I was probably wearing sweatpants and, a shirt from 4 days ago, but that's besides the point. Lori took me in, and I had a really rough childhood, and she knew that, and she was my safe place. Whenever I needed to come and run away, I would call, and she would make Steve come get me right now. Whenever I needed to go, they would pick me up right now. No questions asked. They didn't make me tell them stories of my struggle. They just accepted me in every crazy aspect of who I am. I had my son, William, and I had a falling out with his dad, and I picked myself up and took myself down to cosmetology school. And she cheered me on the whole way. She let me stay to her house when I needed to. During that process, she was always there for me. I mean, she let me live with her. Who would let me live with them besides Jessica? But anyways, she was a very special person. She was magic. She was a mother that I, in a sense, longed for. So, and she always let me know that she loved me, and that I would always be hers. I mean, so that was everything to me. God, I'm shaking. I promise I don't drink anymore. I've been sober, people. Anyways, all jokes aside, Lori was an amazing person and most beautiful soul. But you knew, like everybody's been saying, if you pissed her off, you knew. You knew she wasn't playing, and you were done for. But she always forgave you, and always loved you regardless. So, thanks for coming.
Okay, one more. You want to stay back there? You're gonna come up.
I'm used to this shit.
There you go.
I wasn't gonna talk, but I saw Danny at Rayleigh's shortly after hearing about Lori, and I was one person behind her. And I said, "Psst, Danny! God, that looks like Danny, but I'm in Carson City. Like, this isn't Tahoe. Like, it can't be Danny." I'm like, "Psst, Danny!" And she looks at me and she sees me and I hug her, and this guy's in between us, and I tell her I'm sorry about Mom, and she starts crying. She had a bad day, and you know, all the bad days start to stack up after this stuff. and the guy, and I get behind the guy, he's like, "No, you can go ahead of me and check out." So we hug, and
There was no stopping that.
you guys just do your thing. And we hug, we're talking, we go outside, and we have our talk, and I've been here, I've done this. It's not easy, but the one thing I can say is that now you and me and Sandy and Stony and all of us, we were the kids. We got to be with the family. You guys raised me. We got to go there and cause trouble at Speedboat and just the cabins and all the cabins and all the things and who we are today, who I am today is because of that. And my family left me early. But each and every one of us, and even those that I don't know, we get to carry Lori with us everywhere. She gets to be on the top of the mountain with me, and she gets to be with you and your kids, and she gets to be with all of us doing the things that we love, and that is pretty freaking special. So it's cool to have someone alive, right? Because they get to be with you physically, and they get to hug you. But now she gets to be with all of us. So I love you guys. I love you so much, Aubrey. I love you, Danny, and I love you, Steve. And even if I don't see you for years, I'm there. I love you.
I lied. There's one more.
How you guys
Sign
doing?
up. You broke the rules.
I did. I'm Lori's nephew. I'm U.S. Navy. Hoo-yah!
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 Hoo-yah! For your service, sir.
Grandma?
She was the most beautiful person. My dad and her had the most arguments over politics. I'm the same way, you know, like politics are shit. But, you know, she served our nation. I served my nation.
Hold it to your mouth.
Talking in the mic.
I love Aunt Lori. She was the most beautiful person. She actually loved anybody. And I don't know, me and her had this special relationship that we served our country. You know, who gives a fuck about we died for everybody. And for her to serve, she's the most beautiful person. And I'm grateful and I'm blessed to serve with Aunt Lori for this nation that's supposed to be under God. I'm not going to talk about God.
Don't make me come over there.
I'm just saying, we're here for a reason. And I love Aunt Lori and I respect her. I haven't seen my family in years. I love seeing your kids. Seeing your kids is like, who is this? Who is this? But I love you guys. Thank you guys for coming out.
Love you too.
Sorry, I fucked it up.
You gave it your best effort. Okay. Everybody else is good. None of you guys want to get up here and give this a shot? You do? Okay. This is Julie. She was my mom's first friend when we moved to Reno. She's like a mom to me too.
My story is really quick. It just, when we lived in Reno over on Bobby Drive, and Steve and Lori and the girls moved in next door to us, and they must have been 5, 6 years old maybe, Danielle was. And Steve had a big iguana. And I think his name was Godzilla.
No, he had so many.
I don't know.
There was Sebastian.
Sebastian, yes. And one evening, the phone rings. It's about 9 o'clock at night, and Lori's in, or maybe it wasn't that late, I don't know. But anyway, Lori is in a panic. You need to get over here now. And I didn't know what was wrong. I thought something was wrong with one of the girls. I race in there. Steve's not home. And the front door's open, I go in, and Lori is on the kitchen counter with her feet up. And the iguana is pacing back and forth underneath her on the kitchen floor, keeping her up. It was the funniest thing I had ever seen. I had to run out in the garage. She told me where to find Steve's gloves so that I could put these big gloves on and pick this thing up and put it back in its cage. She was not a fan of that iguana.
But she loved Dad. All right. I'll give that back to you.
Okay, I guess that's all the time we have for hearing from the audience. Did you have a couple of letters that you... Oh, okay. So now we're going to give this video a try and see if we can make it work. We're going to go ahead and play it. If it doesn't come out well enough on the screen, Danny's going to set it up over here on an iPad, so you'll get a chance to go over there. You can check it out on the screen. It works. We were hoping for...
Doctor, my eyes have seen the years and the slow parade of fears without crying. Now I want to understand. I have done all that I could to see the evil and the good without hiding. You must help me if you can. Doctor, my eyes. I have wandered through this world, and as each moment has unfurled, I've been waiting to awaken from these dreams. People go just where they will. I never noticed them until I got this feeling that it's
Canberry bus number 58 from Clearwater, now riding gate number 2.
Daddy? I know I'm supposed to talk to you, but I can't think of anything to say.
Oh, that's okay. Something will pop in your head. Don't worry.
Canberry bus number 26 bound for Raleigh, now boarding at gate number 6.
Daddy? I think I thought of something.
Good, shoot.
I heard you tell Mama we're going to have to leave town. You know, if we don't get Mr. Campbell.
Oh, well, yeah. Why don't we talk about your frog?
I don't have a frog.
What was that you put on the kitchen table yesterday?
That's Orville Beaner's. I rented it for a penny.
That's a good deal.
Daddy? I think I thought of something else to talk about.
What?
I have to go to the bathroom.
that'd be good. Hey, just we'll do Dock of the Bay. See, close it off with Impossible Dream. Do it the same way we did it last week. What was that song the Dean wanted to hear?
Sadie Brown.
Sadie Brown. I had a gal. Oh, what a gal. And her name was Sadie Brown. You know the lyrics on this?
I took her out to ride about. The moon was shining down. He'd sit alone when we got home, out in the old porch swing. Then that dear little miss would give me a kiss, while sweetly to her I would sing. Oh, Sadie, my little lady, I love no one but you. Oh, Sadie, my little lady, just say you love me too. We'll be married in June and have a long honeymoon, then settle down for life. Oh, Sadie, my little lady, won't you be my wife?
That's beautiful. That's great. I'm Glenn Campbell.
I'm Andy Sawyer. This is my daughter, Laurie.
Well, hi, Laurie. Where'd you ever learn a song like that?
My daddy taught it to me.
Oh, that's great. Hey, y'all coming to the show tonight?
Oh.
Danny, see if we can get a couple of tickets for Mr. Sawyer.
Actually, we won't be here that long, I'm afraid. We have to get back home. We're from Greenwood.
Oh, you're just passing through, huh?
Well, not exactly.
Greenwood. I don't think I know where that is.
Oh, it's just a couple of 100 miles from here, about 4 hours drive by car. Population 12,785, and the elevation is 475 feet.
Sounds nice.
It is. Didn't I read somewhere that you like to fish?
Oh, I love to fish. I want to get some time off, you know.
Well, you're sure coming to the right place.
What?
We got the one with the two ends.
Honey, you want to just let me talk with Mr. Campbell? We got some of the best fishing in the country. The Greenwood Lake area. It's a string of 3 lakes on 2 different elevations, you know.
Yeah.
I've seen them bring them out of there. Mr. Campbell, why don't I just tell you my problem straight out?
Hey, Glenn, it's 2:15.
This won't take but a second. Just a second. You see, I'm the mayor down there, and tomorrow night's our big centennial show, and we've got the wrong Glenn Campbell with 2 ends. Plays a string in a bucket. We're all sold out because they think you're coming.
With 2 ends?
Yeah, and a lot older. I guess he's all right for what he does, but... Could you come?
Well, it'd be impossible. I got to be in Atlanta day after tomorrow.
Well, this is tomorrow. If you don't have to be in Atlanta till day after tomorrow, we could pay you a little bit now and maybe later.
Well, it's not the money. I mean, it's just impossible to work in my schedule. I'm very sorry.
Well, I didn't think it probably would be possible. Thanks for talking to me anyway.
My pleasure.
Let's go, Glenn.
Right.
Right. Come on, Mark.
Thanks for helping me with the song, hon.
You're not coming?
Well, I can't, Laurie.
Gee, people will be disappointed. We got a banner and everything.
Well, I'm sorry, hon. I just can't.
Oh. All right.
Nice meeting you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, let's start.
Hey, I just met this really neat boy.
Who?
Joe Smith.
Joe Smith, never heard of him.
Oh, yeah, you know, the new boy.
Oh, yeah, I think he's stupid.
Oh, he is not. I think he's neat.
Well, he's ugly.
Ugly? He's better looking than your grand passion, Jimmy Walsh.
He is not. Jimmy Walsh is really cute.
Well, so's Joe Smith, and he's a sharp dresser, too.
Yeah, probably wears sneakers with a suit.
He does not.
Why don't you like Eddie Miller anymore?
Didn't say that.
Well, you can't like two boys at once.
Why not?
That is being fickle.
Well, you're just jealous because I have two boys interested in me at once and you don't.
Are you crazy? Joe Smith isn't even a real person.
Then why are you arguing about him?
This is just ridiculous.
No, that was very good, both of you. You see, you got so involved that Joe Smith seemed real enough to argue over.
I didn't know acting was so easy.
Where did I go wrong? I know it's hard for you to remember, but I'm JoJo and you're Annabelle, and we both play for the same team.
Oh, good grief, I've goofed again.
I see trees of green. I see them blue for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, bright blessed days, dark sacred nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the skies, all also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies crying. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful
Thank all of you for coming out and being with us today to celebrate Lori and to be together as a family. We encourage you now, there's plenty of food and drinks. Please partake and take the time, sit down, find some strangers, interact, tell your stories about Lori, because that's exactly what she wants today. For this family to get together, for this family to bond, and to remember her with all of our heart. We love you, Lori. We're so glad that all of you have come today. Please have a great day and a great life. Lori loves you, and we love you. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Real quick thank you to Danny for putting this all together and trying to mend all of these people together at once. My brother Michael for all of the things that are audio and technical. And we also have a live band that's going to be performing music that Lori loved. And also that video that you just saw, Mike produced. So,
It is available on the live stream.
and it will be available on the live stream. It'll be online. So if you want to watch it, feel free to do so. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
This next song goes out to Lori. Special song. I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy day when I saw that hearse come to carry the poor away with a circle, the unbroken. I'll try anything once. We are the Kindred Souls. We're gonna play a little bit of music for you today. We got Fletch on the drums, the original Cookie Monster. We got Doug over here on the bass. My name is Dale Bonnet. Here we go.
If there's an accident, if there's anything, there's always going to be a fire truck.
Odysseus. Margaritaville because of the lake here. Big Doug, world's tallest harmonica player. That's right, you can find him in the thinnest book of records.
But we are waiting on the harmonica player. As we always do.
Here, how about some orange salad?
Nibbling on punch bowl, watching the sunset. All of the tourists covered up. Strumming my sixth string on my front porch swing. Fellows shredded, they're beginning to spoil. They stayed away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of song. Hey man, where's that song? Some people claim that they stay one to blame, but I know nobody's fault. I don't know the reason. I stayed here all season. Nothing to show but this brand new tattoo. All it's a real a lake top cutie. How it got here, I haven't a clue. Wasted away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of song. Some people claim that they
turned, I think, and he rolled out.
Sometimes I just forget the words
He's
of the
driving
song.
along, he's in the back seat, all of a sudden we're driving, we're like, what the heck? He's got character. Yeah.
Wish it away again in Margaritaville.
I don't know how many times I saw that.
Searching
Yeah, it's
for
probably not the best
my
habit.
lost shaker of sun.
Yeah, you bet.
Some people claim
Yeah.
that they see that's all right.
And all the almost. And all the almost.
Some people claim
By the Lord knows.
but I know it's nobody's fault. There is nothing that is wrong with wanting you to play with me. I know you got somewhere to go, but won't you make yourself at home and stay with me? Don't you ever leave. Lay down, Sandy, rest here in my arms. Don't you think you want someone to talk to? Lay down, Sandy, don't need to leave so soon. I've been trying all night long just to talk to you. Sun ain't nearly on the rise. We still got the moon and stars above. Underneath the velvet skies, love is all that matters. Won't you stay with me? Don't you ever leave. Lay down, Sandy, rest here in my arms. Don't you think you want someone to talk to? Lay down, Sandy, don't need to leave so soon. I've been trying all night long just to talk to you. Come on there now. It's all that matters. Won't you stay with me? Don't you ever leave. Lay down, Sam, rest here in my arms. Don't you think you want someone to talk to? Lay down, Sam, don't need to leave so soon. I've been trying all night long just to talk to you. Lay down, Sandy, rest between my arms. Don't you think you want seen the sunshine since I don't know where. Well, I've been upside down the place. Now it's dragging on. I hear that train rolling down to San Antonio. Well, when I was a baby, my mama told me, son,
Girls did a beautiful job.
you're a good boy.
And Jay,
Don't play with guns.
I didn't realize Lauren was such a good
Just
Really? How about
don't you know how many
episodes
I tried to read the book. I couldn't pronounce the word. It was crazy.
I hear my head.
So, some of them are just a little over my head. So she might be a lot smaller. How was dinner last night? Was it good? The main course was it good? What was the main course? Okay.
Yeah, the stuffed shells are really good.
Yeah, we made enough for each person to have one.
Rolling down the track. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, but I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Life is dragging on. I hear that train rolling down to San Antonio. Well, when I was a baby, mama told me, son, always be a good boy. Don't play with guns. Well, I was on a man in Reno. Should have been done. I hear that pretzel blowing. I hang my head and cry. Unchain my heart, baby, set me free. 'Cause you don't care, well, please set me free. Unchain my heart, baby, let me go. Unchain my heart, 'cause you don't love me no more. Every time I call you on the phone, some joker tells me that you're not at home. Unchain my heart, please set me free. Unchain my every night and day. Shade my heart. Got me sort of like a pillowcase, but she let my love go away. Shade my heart. Let me be. Don't do that again, man. Come on, Dale. Don't do that again, man. Got me under your spell, me under your spell. Just like a man in a train, like a man in a train. But you know darn well, but you know darn well that I don't stand a chance. Please unchain my heart, unchain my heart. Let me go my way, unchain my heart, unchain my heart, unchain my heart. You worry me night and day, unchain my heart. Why leave me through the misery when you don't care a bag of beans for me? Like a bean chain, please let me be. You don't love me anymore, baby. Unchain me, baby. Don't set me, set me free. Got to let me be. Got to set me free. Unchain my heart. A little bit of Merle, we had a request for that. The silver wave shining in the sunlight, the roaring engine going somewhere in mind, taking you away, and leaving me lonely. Silver wave slowly fading out of sight. standing here behind the silver shining in the sunlight, roaring engine, going somewhere in vain, taking you away, leaving me lonely, silver fading out of sight. Don't leave me, I'll cry. Don't take that airplane ride. But she knocked me out of her mind, left me standing here behind the silver way, shining in the sun. Roaring engine, going somewhere in vain, taking you away, leaving me lonely, the silver wing, slowly fading out of sight.
That last line was onion rings makes a sandwich out of slate. My mistake. In heaven there is no fear. That's why we drink it here. 'Cause when we are gone from here, all our friends will be drinking all our beer. Now everybody, la 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 la, la 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 la. Come on, la 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 la, la 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 la. Second verse. In heaven there is no smoke. That's why we better have another toke. 'Cause when we are gone from here, all our friends will be smoking all our smoke. Everybody now! La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. One more time! La 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 la, la la la. Give yourselves a hand. Weird Al Yankovic's father wrote that song. You know what they were doing back in the 50s? What were they doing in the 50s? Taking a toke. You know, I found out something interesting the other day. Barney Fife was a smoker.
Well, way down yonder on the chain of Hoochie, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We think rubber on a Georgia asphalt. Got a little crazy, but we never got taught. Down by the river on a Friday night, pyramid again in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just living for the minute. Well, way down yonder on the chain of Hoochie, never knew how much money what I'm into. Well, I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. Not about living in a little bungalow. This in my own Chevy. I was winning, but she wasn't ready. So I settled for a burger and a grape snow cone. Talked her up early, but I didn't come home. Down by the river on a Friday night, pyramid cans in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just living for the minute. Well, way down yonder on the chain of Hoochie, never knew how much the money water took to me. Well, I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. Not about living in a little bungalow. Chain of Hoochie, never knew how much money what I'm into. Well, I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. Not about living in a little bungalow. Not about living in a little bungalow.
This one goes out to my lovely young bride who couldn't be here today because she's got to make money so I can play music. It's called Teenage Fun Since You Bought That Gun.
Here you go. Get it up. Uncle Rick, get back
You
here.
guys can't. It's called Give Me All Your Love, but it's a different what you think it is. Give me all your love. Oh, you're kissing and hugging. Let me know that you go by. Thrill me all the time. Never ever do me wrong. We will always get along. We will live so happily. We will live so happily. Baby, baby, just you and me. Somebody take it now. Oh my God. A fish plant with a diamond ring. happily. Baby, baby, just you and me. Yeah, pull me on the guitar. Yeah, we will live so happily. Baby, baby, just you and me.
Try a little bit of Willie.
Okay, someone took over. Look, you guys took over my duty.
Road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again.
I was actually gonna stay over there, but I could have
my friend. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. I'm going places that I've never been. I'm seeing things I'll never see again. Well, I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keeps turning our way. And our way. I just can't make it on the road again. And I find love and playing music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. Come on, Doug. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world is spinning our way. And our way on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. And I find love and playing music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. Well, I can't wait to get on the road again.
Really?
We did something, one of our favorite songs that goes like this.
I've been walked by the rain, driven by the snow. I'm drunk and dirty. Don't you know that I'm still willing? Out on the road, late at night, I see my pretty Alice in every herd light. Alice, I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari, to Hatch to Peter Tone upon, driven every kind of rig that's ever been made, driven the back roads I wouldn't get away. And if you give me weed, white sand wine, it's showing me signs I'll be willing. Do that again, man. Been kicked by the wind, driven by the storm, don't get dirty. Don't you know what I'm still willing? Now I smuggle some smokes, home from Mexico, raise like the sun every time I go to Mexico. And I'm willing. I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari, to Hatch to Peter Tone upon, driven every kind of road that's ever been made, driven the back roads I wouldn't get away. And if you give me weed, wine, sand, wine, and show me a sign, I'll be willing to be moving. I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari, the Hatch to Peter Tone upon, I've driven every kind of rig that's ever been made, driven the back roads I wouldn't get laid. And if you give me weed, white sand wine,
Music.
Couldn't have gotten me better.
I thought it was a proverb when we started smelling this skunk weed there. Because the squirrel was doing it, yeah.
and he's getting squirrely too.
Right, yeah. There's gonna be a lot of macaroni salad for like days.
Is there a food bank around? We're gonna try to get a party spirit going here, right?
Maybe down the hill.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe we could try to look one up down there.
That's really quick.
Hey, baby, get my soul.
Finally off work. And he still bitched at me. He goes, you're supposed to be off till 2. I said, you're lucky I came back to do the paperwork. I give me that shit.
Hey, baby, turn around. To see your pretty blue eyes. Don't you know that I love you? Please don't leave me days long. Hey, baby, keep my soul. Don't you only find out. Hey, baby, keep my soul. Please don't leave me days more.
Let's hear some harmonica.
Great party for your mama.
your pretty blue eyes. Don't you know that I love you? Please don't leave me days more. Hey baby, get my soul. But you're only bottle. Hey baby, get my soul. Won't you get me on a peso? Hey baby, get my soul. But you're only bottle. Hey baby, get my soul. Please don't leave me days more. Oh, you should get that, brother. Hey baby, get my soul. Please don't leave me days more. Where she grew up in a Indian town, had a good look mama that never was around. She grew up tall, she grew up right with the Indiana boys and the Indiana well, she grew down here at the age of 18. Threw the boys away that wanted them to sleep. I was in the doomsday before started words and digging baby. Gotta keep moving on. Keep moving on. Last chance with Mary Jane. One more time to kill the pain again. I feel someone creeping in my eyes down again. Last dance with Mary Jane. One more time to kill the pain. I feel someone creeping in and I'm tired of this town again. Well, I don't know, but I've been told it's never slowed down, it just grew up. Tired of screwing up, tired of this town, tired of myself, tired all around. Oh my, oh hell yeah, gonna put on that party dress. Buy me a drink, sing me a song, take me as a king, cause I can't stay alone. Last dance with Mary Jane, one more time to kill the pain. Someone creeping in and I'm tired of this town again.
There's a picture down there in the market square. She's standing in her underwear, looking down from the hotel room. Nighttime will be coming soon. Oh my, oh hell yeah. Man, get on that holiday dress. Too young to drink, but I hit my last number and I walk on home. Dance, dancing Mary Jane. One more time to kill the pain. I feel summer creeping in and I'm tired of this town again. Got to tell you, if you know the words to these songs, please don't sing along. You just screw me up.
He's not kidding.
They always laugh at that, but it's true.
I keep telling everybody that if they don't eat
Didn't change very much.
Well, Jesus in Chicago is Bob on New Orleans. Well, Jesus in Chicago is Bob on New Orleans.
never seen, but I see you just the same. Don't you worry, it's taking care of businesses in his name. Come on, Doug. Take a short break for sandwiches. We'll be right back.
Wait a minute, man. We got the break when we got this job.
We got the break.
Where you're hitchhiking.
Yeah, well, you know, as Robert said, pick up out of nowhere.